Is it possible to make money under the age of 18? Here's how. People would have laughed at you if you had told them a decade ago that they could study anything they wanted for free. The internet has made it easier than ever to learn just about anything you want. So, with all this content and courses available, how did you know which ones to learn from and which ones actually work? Luckily for you, laptop lifestyler, we've produced a list of the 10 best and most profitable online free courses available right now. Remember that while the first step is completing any of these amazing courses, the second and possibly more important step is taking action even if it's imperfect action. Let's dive headfirst into that list. Being a teenager can be a lot of fun, but ask most teens what their biggest annoyance is and they'll tell you it's money. They'll say it's because they don't have enough money. Money provides you with more than just lovely goods, it also provides you with some independence. You can travel, attend concerts, and go on dates with individuals. Being broke is no laughing matter, and it may be really depressing. It's no secret that some people are looking for ways to start their own business at a young age. They would like to know if it's possible to be successful financially before reaching legal adulthood. While there are many possibilities, it seems most reasonable to say that it's possible with the proper training and guidance. However, some parents may not think this is a good idea and decide to stop their children from considering this option altogether. With the internet being such a big piece of our everyday life, it's important for teens to build a presence there. That's why today, we'll discuss some ways in which you can earn money while still in school. We'll start with the lowest paying employment and work our way up to the highest paying jobs. Number 10. Online stuff. Okay, so online stuff may sound a little ambiguous, but we're talking about doing things online that don't require any talent. Basically, you merely answer questions, fill out surveys, or read through documents. We discovered an internet blog written by a young man who used the iPol software. He appeared to be British, although similar things can be done in other countries. He was urged to go shopping and buy a specific thing, answer questions about a product, or just answer questions in a survey using this app. If he bought something, he would have to post the receipt and occasionally write something about it. We should point him that the payouts weren't huge, and he only made around $130 in a few months. But hey, if you're still in your early teens, that's not terrible. However, if you're really young, you may require your parents' permission. We discovered more apps where people could earn money by taking surveys, as well as websites that paid for very brief product reviews. Slice the Pie, for example, compensated young people to write short critiques of 30 to 60 words. You may also be compensated for referring others to do the same. Someone who blogged about their experience with Slice the Pie said he was compensated, but it was solely for fun. The actual amount of cash you can receive depends on a few different things, such as your star level and experience, he explained. If you continually submit high-quality reviews, your star rank will rise, and so will your money. Their website is now unavailable, but the company appears to be operational. To uncover a huge list of similar tasks, Google "getting paid for internet reviews and surveys" and you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Number 9. Fiverr. We're going to give Fiverr its own section on the list because there are so many ways to make money on this online marketplace. There are people making good money here because some of the tasks require experienced employees, such as tech workers or musicians. However, there are many jobs that just require a person to write or communicate well-versed in English. If you receive a gig, you'll have to pay Fiverr some money after you're paid, but signing up is free. Okay, so you're not good enough to start copywriting or designing websites, but there are alternative occupations that don't require as much technical knowledge, such as providing voiceovers. It's worth noting that there is a website called voices.com where you may earn money doing voiceovers. Simply sign up for that if you have a clear voice. And who knows, maybe you'll end up performing voiceover for your favorite YouTube educational show. Don't be discouraged if you don't have many talents because you're still young. All you need is determination. Take a peek around and see what you can contribute. We believe you could make some money if you put some time and effort into it. Number 8. Tutoring. You may not think you're qualified to teach, but you may be an expert in a field and are just 16 or 17 years old. There are many ways to make money under the age of 18, and tutoring is a great one. There are hundreds of websites where students can set up tutoring sessions. If a student is in need of help with math, science, or English, they can post their profile on these websites and then wait for potential students to contact them. There are several online tutoring services that we found, and many of them allow you to start helping individuals if you are over the age of 15. Simply look for jobs that allow teenagers to tutor on the internet. We know that they exist because we've seen them when browsing the internet. According to job sites, a kid providing online tutoring can earn anywhere from $10 to $15 per hour, which isn't bad considering you're doing something you enjoy and don't have to leave the house. Number 7. Taking care of pets. We looked online for dog walking jobs and found that the majority of them paid between $15 and $20 per hour. The issue with recruiting companies was that some stated that you had to be at least 18 years old. But you know what? At 16, you can walk a dog. You simply need to be trusted and people will trust you if you have reviews. You may establish your own business instead of working for someone else. Distribute flyers you created online, across the neighborhood, or simply create your own Facebook page. Many individuals these days are so busy that having someone walk their dog is a welcome relief. We should emphasize that tax is an issue with all occupations, but there is a minimum amount you must make before paying any tax. According to Bankrate, this equates to $12,000 each year in the United States. Number 6. Chores. We found websites online that explain how to establish a vehicle washing business for teenagers. And because they are so tech-aware these days, they simply sell their business online. It's no longer the case that teenagers must go from house to house or rely on family friends. We discovered several teenagers who were making a lot of money washing cars, hundreds of dollars every week. The same may be said for yard work or snow shoveling in the winter. When you know the leaves are going to fall or the snow is going to fall, put a message on your Facebook page telling people how you can help. You're still young, so don't overcharge. There are also many elderly people who are unable to perform this physically tough task. Therefore, you're providing a valuable service to the community. They may not have been able to contact you in the past, but now that you have a Facebook page, they can, and you may be at their house in minutes. Simply look into the local legislation in the area where you operate. We discovered one news story in the United States about cops in one municipality prohibiting teenagers from sweeping snow since the profession was defined as an unlicensed solicitor. It's really up to the cops and the state's rules, but we've noticed that kids have stopped selling cookies or lemonade on the streets at times. They will not, however, face any charges. Number 5. Rent stuff. You may not be aware, but there are websites where people just rent out their belongings and profit from it. Rentnotbuy.co.uk is one such site in the United Kingdom where people rent out just about anything. Do you have a leaf blower, a lawnmower, or any other power tools in your household? Are your parents okay with you renting out their belongings, or do you own them? If this is the case, you should begin renting. We discovered almost anything you can think of being rented out. For over $40 a day, one man rented out his barbecue grill. A cake tin was being rented out for $3 per day by another person. When you rent out your belongings to others, you are also reducing your consumption, therefore sharing is environmentally friendly. Perhaps you have athletic equipment, a bicycle, or a trampoline that sits in your yard unused. That stuff can be rented. Simply look up where you can do this on the internet. Make sure your parents are aware of this. Number 4. Online assistance for the elderly. Some of you teenagers are far more computer adept than many elderly people. You'd be shocked how many folks have no idea what an internet service provider is or how a modem works. When someone's internet stops working for them, there is usually a simple repair or someone wants to export data from one location to another but doesn't know how. Maybe they have a bunch of old family photos that they don't know how to digitize with a scanner or whatever. That's when you enter the picture. You advertise yourself as an IT support worker and you may go to people's homes or simply instruct them what to do online. We should point out that while visiting others, make sure you have your parents' permission or stick to working with people you know. Number 3. Podcasting. Okay, so you don't have as much life experience as Joe Rogan or Sam Harris, but you know what? Sometimes young people just want to laugh and hear what their peers have to say. You can start while you're young, and recording or videoing a discussion isn't difficult. You can check out tutorials on the internet to learn how to get started. Perhaps you could discuss events at your school or create a podcast on local sports, fashion, or anything else that interests you. You may be a voice for the youth in your community, and many individuals may find this to be an educational experience. You may talk about video games or even do an adult interview. And you can generate money by selling advertisements on the site once enough people start watching your material. We discovered some guys who were producing podcasts for teenagers that were receiving a lot of attention. You might be able to make a profession out of this. There isn't an instant payoff, but you may make a lot of money in the long run. Number 2. Online sales. It's as simple as to start selling things on Facebook or on websites like Etsy or eBay. Meet the youngsters making thousands from selling online. According to a recent headline in the Guardian newspaper, they were selling their products on a variety of platforms, but Facebook was sometimes the best place to locate clients. They would sometimes simply find apparel and sell it for more than they spent for it. One adolescent even sold Rubik's Cubes, while another sold Dungeons and Dragons. Dice are used by dragons. Another girl was making a lot of money by buying used luxury bags for women and then reselling them on Facebook. She became the go-to person to sell a bag over time, as well as the go-to person to buy one if you couldn't afford a new one. You can make a lot of money doing this in your teens if you have a strong eye for things and can get a large enough following. Numerous newspaper articles featuring these teenagers provide as proof. We're talking about monthly earnings in the thousands of dollars. Number 1. Gaming. Gaming is the golden grail of earning a lot of money online by doing something you enjoy. You may have heard about an American teen who recently won $3 million in a Fortnite game. 3 more people became millionaires as well. Although not everyone can be the best or even a pro gamer who streams their gameplay, gaming can provide a stable income. You might make money as a game tester, or you could become a gaming coach by joining a site like gamersensei.com. You must be at least 13 years old to use that website. You can try being a coach if you know you're particularly talented at a specific sport. Check out PlayVig, whose motto is "Be paid to play." And while you won't be able to make as much money as the pros, it's a start. Look for games that can make you real money on the internet. We discovered some young Roblox developers that were generating a lot of money, and we believe that with enough practice, you might do the same. Some makers and dealers in that game made $250 each month, while others made a fortune. If you devote yourself to gaming, it may turn into a career. You could even be able to assist your parents in retiring early. We'd like you to view some of our most exciting shows we've ever filmed because making money is serious business. Surprisingly high-paying jobs or What a Day in the Life of a Neanderthal Was Like are 2 examples. Go ahead and choose one. You'll not be sorry. A lot of people have misconceptions about what it means to make money, and they think that it's impossible to make money under the age of 18. This couldn't be further from the truth. The thing is, there are so many ways to make money under the age of 18. And with just a bit of creativity, you'll be able to find your way into a lucrative stream of income. That's it for this video, Laptop Lifestyler. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!